Hi folks, welcome to my channel. In today's episode, we are going to review Havoc OS 3.9 custom ROM for Redmi Note 3. Havoc OS 3.9 is the last version of Havoc OS based on Android 10 for Redmi Note 3. Yes, it will receive a couple of bug fixes and security patch updates, one or two to be precise. Anyways, let's see what features and customization this ROM has to offer. Going to network and internet, we have Wi-Fi, mobile network, airplane, hotspot, data saver, stuff like that. Going to connected devices, we can pair a Bluetooth. Going to configuration center, we have all the customization. Going to apps and notification, we have certain options. Going to battery, we have smart charging option as well as adaptive battery. Going to display, we have rotation options. A lot of ROMs don't come with rotation options, but this one does. Then we have live display and double tap to wake. Going to sound, we have certain options in which we can adjust the intensity of vibration, haptics, etc., as well as change the ringtone vibration pattern. Then we have charging vibration, touch sounds, touch vibration, as well as we have Mi Sound Enhancer, in which you can preset a profile for your Mi headphone. Going to storage, here it is. Going to privacy, we have certain options: privacy manager, show passwords, clipboard access alerts, lock screen, device personalization services, etc. Going to location, we have certain location options. Going to security, we have face unlock. Yes, this ROM comes with face unlock functionality, as well as it has smart lock. Going to accounts, going to accessibility, we have dark theme, remove animations, dwell timing and stuff like that. Live caption is also there, folks. Then we have advanced controls too, folks. Yes, this ROM has advanced controls too, which has double tap to wake, audio, torch, haptic feedback and stuff, display color calibration, as well as Mi Sound Enhancer. Then we have certain performance settings, balance, performance, battery and gaming. Going to system, we have languages and input, date and time, backup. Yes folks, there is no backup issue in this ROM. It is absolutely working fine. I have pattern lock enabled. We have multiple users. Then in the about phone section, we have account, model and hardware. Going to Android version, we can see that this ROM comes with 3.10.108 Shine Lotus kernel. It's a nice kernel, folks, as well as September 5 security patch. Now let's dive in to the configuration center and have a look at the customization this ROM has to offer. Going to status bar, we have clock and date settings, in which we can auto hide clock, change the clock position from left, right or center, show seconds, show the date, change the date size, change the date position, change the date style, as well as the date format. Going to logo, we can display a logo on the status bar. Then we have brightness control, double tap to sleep, network speed, carrier label. Then we have icon style. I have it at circle. We have text, circle filled, circle dotted, portrait. Then we have battery percentage, which I have enabled. Going to status icons, we can turn on or off the icons that you'd like. I like all the icons turned on. We have battery bar, 4G icon. This will basically replace the LTE icon with a 4G logo. Then we have data disabled icon, roaming indicator, small mobile type icon, Bluetooth battery status. Yes, this is very necessary as I sometimes use Bluetooth headphones. It is quite nice to know Bluetooth battery percentage in my status bar. Then notification count. Going to quick settings, we have quick pull down, smart pull down, battery estimates. We can turn on or off. Going to the quick settings, we know that it is showing until 21:15. These are battery estimates. Background blur, status bar, background, this background on the top of it. We can have it to be transparent as well. Transparent looks better in my opinion. Then we have columns as well as rows. We can change the rows and columns as per our requirement for portrait as well as landscape orientation. Then we have brightness slider position. We can have it at top or bottom. Auto brightness icon is there. I don't like adjustment buttons, so I have turned it off. Then in the footer, we can have settings icon, running services icon, user switch icon, as well as edit icon. Going to lock screen, we have double tap to sleep. Yes, folks, this ROM has double tap to wake as well as double tap to sleep. Then we have pocket detection, authentication vibration, error vibration, status bar, quick settings, lock icon, charging info. Charging info shows the current. Now, one thing to note, folks, is that this ROM does not come with Force FP authentication. What this option does is, when you restart your device, you can log into your device using your fingerprint. This ROM does not have that. But fear not, this ROM has no lock screen bug. Yes, folks, this ROM has no lock screen bug. Going to ambient display, we can show battery level, always on. Well, folks, our device does not have OLED display, so I do not recommend using the always on feature, but I certainly have the new notifications feature turned on. Then we have the music ticker. Then we have double tap. You know, if you double tap the phone, the ambient display will show certain notification icons, time, etc. Then we have the hand wave gesture, pocket gesture, and force brightness levels in the ambient display. Going to buttons and navigation, we have hardware keys. You know, I have gesture navigation turned on, so hardware keys are disabled. Then we have swap keys, accidental touch, button backlight. Well, since I have navigation bar enabled and system navigation set to gesture navigation, so all this is of no use for me. Anyways, we have power menu customization. Going to power menu, we can turn on advanced reboot. As you can see, folks, I have advanced reboot, which has options like recovery, bootloader, system UI. You can of course add more menu items like screenshot, screen record, flashlight. I'd love to add screen record. Then we have visibility on the lock screen. This is the power menu visibility. Some people like to hide the power menu on the lock screen for security reasons, of course. Well, I like to hide just the advanced reboot options. I like to have the power as well as reboot option on the lock screen. Then we have screen off torch. If you press the power button for a certain amount of time, long press or double tap, it turns on the torch. Then we have swap keys, volume swap keys, playback control, wake device, answer call, keyboard cursor control. Then with the back gesture, we have the arrow animation. Long swipe type is swipe and hold. Then of course, we can change the long left swipe action as well as the long right swipe action to whatever we desire. And of course, it has haptic feedback. Going to gestures, we have certain additional gestures like jump to camera. Double pressing the power button opens the camera. This ROM comes with the Snapdragon camera. This ROM has 3-finger screenshot as well. Going to notifications, we can customize the charging LED. I like to have the battery light in DND mode. Then we can, change the color of notification LED for different apps if we desire so. Then we have blink for incoming call, which I have set to always. Sometimes I'm on a call and somebody calls me and it's on call waiting, so I have turned on blink for call waiting as well. Then we have edge lighting, heads up display, noisy notifications and stuff. Going to battery saving, we have suspend actions, block sensors. Going to screen, we can of course enable rounded corners. Going to animations, we can change the animation for these things, like we can change the animation for activity open to fade, slide in right, slide in left, whichever we desire. Going to media, we have adaptive playback. What this does is, when the media is playing and you turn the volume down so much so that it actually mutes, so what happens is the media is paused immediately. The song does not keep playing in the background. It's a really nice feature. I like to have it on. Anyways, going to miscellaneous, we have gaming mode, screenshot type, full or partial. Well, you can change this from the quick settings, folks. Full or partial. Then we have wake device, charging animation, condition cards, suggestion cards. Well, Havoc OS does not have as much customization as Colt OS, but Havoc OS is much more stable than Colt OS. Let's see which camera this ROM comes with. Well, as you can see, folks, this ROM comes with Snapdragon camera. And I'm glad it comes with Snapdragon camera because it snaps photos really fast. This ROM does not have status bar weather as well as lock screen weather. Yes, this ROM does not have that. So it is low on the feature side but high on the stability side. I highly recommend Havoc OS 3.9. Now we are going to have a look at the flashing procedure. Going to TWRP, going to wipe, format data, typing yes, clicking on the tick, then going to install, add more zips, open GApps, and simply swiping. Yes, folks, this ROM requires you to format internal storage. You cannot just go ahead, click on wipe, advanced wipe, Dalvik system data cache, and go ahead with installing the ROM. You need to click on format data, type yes, and click the tick. If you liked what you saw, give this video a thumbs up. Comment if you'd like me make videos on a particular topic. Share this video with your friends and family. This is your host, Tejasvi Kapoor, signing off.